What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Beastie Bish. Welcome to another episode of A Backer in Boxing. Check it out, though. We all talking about that Errol Spence, Terence Crawford fight. I'm sorry, the Terence Crawford, Errol Spence fight, right? And it's the buzz, it's the buzz around the world. And so first of all, I want to say thank you to the Errol Spence fans for all the excuses that y'all giving. The Terence Crawford side, we need that. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all to say it's a conspiracy, and we need y'all to say it was neurological. We need y'all to keep, so then we can rebut, and so we can, we can keep the conversation going and keep trying to prove to y'all that, like, look, you guys, we are the correct side. All right, we are more in tune with whatever you want to play. We are the smarter side, right? We are the winning side, right? Everything has its opposites, right? The winner's got to have a loser. You know what I'm saying? And so we're saying on this side is like, look, we look at evidence better than y'all, right? And this battle, actually, this Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence battle is a battle between logic and emotion. This Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence battle, all of it leading up, all of the talks, this was a battle between logic and emotions. Let me break that down for you, right? It's really, when you look at it, it's really no way that Errol Spence should have been like more popular than Terence Crawford. I'm just gonna say that, bro. And I know I was talking to my homie. He was like, bro, you can't tell nobody what to like. Bro, when you watch Terence Crawford fight, now don't get me wrong, Errol Spence is good too. Like, watching him fight is nice. How he a pressure fighter and he walk you down and just beat you up and stop you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. Don't get me wrong. But Terence Crawford is super dynamic. Like, dude, first of all, he knock everybody out, right? He been stopping motherfuckers, right? He fight both. He fight left. He fight orthodox, southpaw. You know what I'm saying? He switch it up. He got power in both hands. He can fight backing up. He fight going forward, and he mean. You know what I'm saying? He can box. He can move like he did against Pistol. He shows you so many levels and so much, athleticism and right. So how is Errol Spence even more popular in the first place? Like, at what point? And maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't want diversity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't want diversity in your life. Maybe you don't want your wife to be able to cook, clean, pay the bill. Maybe you only want her just because she's beautiful and that's it. And she ain't got to do none of those other things. It's just that one thing. Like, where do we do that at? Right? In real life. And I'm gonna take you to football, because everything for me is a football analogy. This is a backer in boxing. Right? Like, that's like saying, I don't want a running back who can have the speed to hit the hole and the vision and the patience, and he can hit the corner, and you know what I'm saying, and he got a nice stiff arm, and he got a juke, and he's strong. Like, right? At what point do we say, no, I don't want my running back. I just want my running back to just downhill, 2 yards to carry until we win, which is great, which is an awesome trait as well. But at what point do the entire world want the motherfucking shit that's just simple instead of the shit that got all of the facets? At what point? When you buy a car, you're like, I don't want this going there. I just want a car, you feel me, just drive. Like, you don't want to have no air condition and fucking can reverse. Like, like, god damn, when do we do that? Like, I'm confused. You got Beyonce sitting right here, and you motherfuckers is talking about, nah, but Whoopi Goldberg, you feel me? Just the way her smile, when she just smiled, just touched my heart. Like, what? Like, when we doing this, y'all? So I just broke down that. Like, why was he even more popular in the first place? And I'm going to tell you why. because it was an emotional attachment. People liked Errol Spence for emotional reasons. He's from Texas. Like, it's something about, the media, right? The media sensationalized them, right? The media put him on the big platform. And Al Heyman, he had the sparring session against Mayweather, and he's good. He been knocking mud, he been motherfucking Errol Spence, nigga, a legend. But something about him, his style, everything, he got y'all emotional. But the people who just watch boxing, that's why Roy Jones, like, I ain't even gonna talk about all the other boxers who picked Terence Crawford. But I'm gonna just leave it right there, Roy Jones, because now everybody know he a legend. Whether you emotional or you're on the emotional losing side or you on this side, right? So even Roy Jones was saying it. Tarver, like the boxers, like shit. I just said Roy Jones and Tarver. Like, it don't get. Come on now. Anyway, so even they was saying it because if you looking at it logically, it's like, what? He better than Cuz, like, you know what I'm saying? And so the people who wanted Errol Spence to win, it was like they just wanted Errol Spence to beat Crawford. Like, it's something about Crawford that they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I just had a download. Oh, y'all don't like Crawford. Like, y'all don't see him as your friend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what it is. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't did my research on that. So, right, but the shit I'm talking about now, I'm giving you kind of tidbits of information to validate what the fuck I'm saying. But the fact that y'all don't like Terence Crawford could be some. I haven't explored that. Like, y'all don't like him. Like, it's subconscious too. It's not like I hate that mother. Like, it ain't like that, right? It's more like it's something about him. Like man, I wouldn't like him as a friend. Maybe he Terence Crawford kind of competitive, but he kind of serious. So he kind of like a bully not really a bully, but like he just aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But he really, well, I don't know him, right? I'm just speculating, but I'm just saying y'all might have looked at him and seen somebody that, kind of like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he the bad guy to y'all, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I think. And and sometimes, and I get it. It's like sometimes, like in Black America, right? Like, after I watched the Black Panther, right? Me, I feel like I'm conscious. It ain't really about emotions. It's just like about logic. I looked at all of the information, like, wait, these motherfuckers been lying about this, lying about that. Like, I'm researching the shit, and it's like, all right, I'm just logical about it. And like, so to me, Killmonger, nigga, was the good guy. He was the star, nigga, and I don't even get why it's even a debate. But I know it is because, T'Challa and all of the other people, right? But in my mind, I'm like, oh, man, bro, this shit should be unanimous. Just like everybody, like, if you've seen the Crawford, like, I felt like it should have been unanimous. It shouldn't even been, so like, one-sided for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was kind of like, everybody was kind of saying 50-50, but it was more people thought Errol Spence would win. Y'all get what I'm saying? So what's going on out there in the world where this logic could be so, like, missed? Oh, because it ain't logic. This is me to just get, it's like emotions, right? And so, the same emotional logic shit that y'all using, not emotion, yeah, that emotional logic shit that y'all use to even pick Errol Spence in the first place, to be so wrong, y'all using that same process of starting with emotion first and then being logical than the other way around. And so you can't believe what you saw. You can't believe that you were so wrong about how you felt. Oh, that's why y'all going so hard about this, right? Creating these other narratives like, creating these other narratives like, Crawford was on steroids, or, Earl's car accident, he had neuro, it was something off, he was high, right? All of these excuses, like, yo, y'all using the same logic, the same fraud logic, not fraud, but the same bad logic, the emotional logic to even let fucking Errol Spence think Errol Spence was gonna win in the first place. Now I can say we didn't think, I didn't know he was gonna dominate him this much, but I knew he was gonna win. He better. But yeah, y'all didn't see it. And then now y'all using that same shit to like justify yourselves. But it's from an emotional standpoint. Y'all picked Earl from emotions, and then now your emotions got attacked during the fight, right? Think about all the fight, like y'all was sad and hurt. And so now y'all using that same hurt, that same emotion to then justify it. But you got to stop. You just seen what happened. Your emotions were wrong. Like, it's not, it don't work in this situation no more. You got to get rid of it and go back to logic first. And then show emotion. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your logic first and then show emotion. That's what the Terence Crawford side, the logical side did. We just was looking at the evidence and the data. It wasn't about emotions. And so we came to a conclusion, and then now that's what this battle was too for us. It was like to be right or wrong. Let's not forget about that, bro. This was a competition, and this is why it was so good. Like, this is why we like the fight so much, is because we can get some behind somebody to compete with. We all addicted to competition. And no, our competition ain't on the field. Well, mine used to be. It ain't on the field. It ain't on the gridiron. It ain't in the boxing ring. It's psychologically and where we stand and what we stand on. Because the Errol Spence fans, they think they real. Like, they believe they believe that they like that, and they are. And that's why Errol Spence is a legend. They are like that, but it's levels. Like, and when it comes down to it, if the logic don't lead, and then the emotions come second, because yeah, I'm emotional now. I was talking to my homie about this. He like, bro, you the only one who emotional about this thing right now. I was like, yeah, because my emotions is coming after the logic, not before. You know what I'm saying? So, but shit, we need y'all, man. This side, you know what I'm saying? This winning side needs y'all. We need to debate and compete with somebody. So thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? And, but y'all just gotta, you feel me? It's annoying. I gotta say it. Somebody gotta tell y'all. And Virgil Hunter had an interview, and he broke it down like exactly how I feel. Y'all gotta find it. I don't know what it was, but look up Virgil Hunter talking about this, this Terence Crawford fight, bro. It's crazy. It's super insightful. And then another guy, Immortality Serum, broke this thing down viciously as well. Like, I feel like nobody can debate against it. It's like it's ironclad. Like, and even him, he was talking about, he broke it down too in a nutshell. He was saying that he wanted Errol Spence to win. But since he was breaking down the fight, his eyes was telling him, he said, my heart was telling me Spence, but my eyes were telling me Crawford. And so he had enough, he said, I have enough integrity to keep it real with y'all. So wait, if using logic is keeping it real with us, like I just said, everything has an opposite. You know what I'm saying? So if this is keeping it real, then is your emotions fake? Or not necessarily fake, but can it be flawed? Can it be wrong? And I know your logic can be wrong too, right? Shit, you can have all of the, you know what I'm saying, all of the shit mapped out, you know what I'm saying? But let's, next time our logic be wrong, let's go back and figure out, did we really lead with our emotions? Because emotions are tricky. You know what I'm saying? They tricky like that. They can trick you like that. Because what we feel is more important, is more powerful than what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? how we feel is more important than what the truth is. And so if we can override that with logic sometimes, which is hard to do, but if we can override it with logic, I think that's the definition of being mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? When we can override the way we feel with how we think. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when that's the definition of mental toughness. You know what I'm saying? Like running, you know what I'm saying? Football, when you be running them, you be running, your body be tired. Like your legs whooped. I mean, physically, you tired. Your heart is beating fast, chest is pumping, you're sweating. You know what I'm saying? Your body's dehydrating, your calves sore, your feet, you know what I'm saying? Your body ready to, how you feel is ready to collapse. But what makes you keep going when I whistle blow again is the way you think about it. It's like, what am I after here? I'm trying to be great, or I'm trying to be the best, or I'm trying to make the team, or I'm trying to impress a girl, whatever the fuck, whatever your motivation is mentally, what you trying to accomplish, bro. That'll push you ahead. And then now that's what mentally tough is. I'm stronger than what my body feel. I'm stronger than my emotions and the feelings of it. It's a physical reaction. Even how we feel is a physical reaction. But what we think is a lower vibration. You know what I'm saying? It's a lower vibration, or it's a different lower frequency or whatever. I don't know. When we get sidetracked, right? So, that's how we gotta operate though. We gotta operate now with mental toughness. And when you look at this fight, that's what I'm always looking for. What is a person saying? Because you can't hide who you really are, how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Even if you saying something as a lie, like you can't lie for long, so you're gonna be inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? You just, and I just sense a little bit of inconsistency in Errol Spence, just a tiny, slight bit, like very, very subconscious. And even from that, I knew like, nah, Crawford is taking this fight more seriously. Like it's about, because, okay, let's go back. Remember you running, right? You running those 110s at practice and you tired, your body ready to give up and your mind pushing you forward, right? This is my opinion, right? The most competitive guys in those situations, the guy who would always go to extra rep when that coach blow the whistle, who no matter how many times the coach blow it, he just go. That motivation ain't a motivation about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about something outside of you, right? A lot of people be like, I got to run this next one because, my grandma lights is off and I told her I got to get to the league. Roop, go. Like that's powerful. Man, them kids in Haiti is struggling and they ain't got no food. And I'm here at football practice and I'm complaining about something. Whoop, when that whistle blow, boom, you'll go. That's motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's motivation. But it's outside of yourself, right? In my opinion, the real competitors and what made me go every time that whistle blow, and it didn't matter how many times that whistle blow, I was just gonna go, because I was just to myself, to who I believe that I am. It's like, I don't know if it's egotistical, but if the whistle blow and I didn't go, and my mind wasn't powerful to overcome how I was feeling, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be me. And so I guess, like I said, it's always opposites, and I'm me. So I need y'all to be y'all so I know who I am. a winner. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. But no, and it's not that I'm right in this moment. I'm right on this side. I think, in this fight, I picked Crawford, he won, whatever. But I feel like this is just more about life, like in life, like instead of there being an opposite side, at the end of the day, I would love to collaborate. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would love to collaborate. I want to know deep down in the depths of the people who picked Spence, like, if they rewind, was it something more of an emotional thing? If they like could go and dissect themselves and figure out where they went wrong at and why they didn't see that it was Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just, making excuses or whatever. Like, is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Is that a thing? Can they do that? And that's the stuff I be wanting to collaborate on, like in the world, instead of always having the opposites. Let's break the rule. You know what I'm saying? Let's break that rule, right? If that's what God gave us dominion, then we don't have to follow. We don't have to follow the opposites rule. Let's break the rules. That's why we're human. We can do it. But the hard part is, how do you get everybody to think like the winners? Holla at your boy, man. It's Beastie. You're